Sairam students, welcome back. Today we'll be going ahead with our next poem in Unit 4. Children, before we start a poem, let me tell you that when anything funny you see or when you crack a joke, you feel like laughing, isn't? Or even if you read some joke, yes, so many jokes going on in your WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and all that. You feel it's very funny. You feel like laughing, isn't it? Or something humorous, you see some humorous incident, or you if you think of any humorous incident happened with you, that time also you feel like you recollect it and you find it funny and you laugh, or you just might even give us a big smile. Oh, this had happened to us. Fine. So the next poem which we are going to do is something, it's quite a humorous one, and we'll see as to what is there in this poem, that is 4.4, The Height of the Ridiculous. Yes, and this is written by Oliver Wendell Holmes. Okay, so let's see what is there in this poem. Before that, we have the warming up session. Over here, we have the teacher writes incomplete sentences on the board. He or she asks the students to complete them in their notebooks. Okay, so let's try. Today, I am happy because. Yes, you might be happy. Today, I'm happy because I scored good marks in my paper, or I won a match. Yes, today after the class, I wish to go out with my parents. Yes, or I wish to play with my friends. Tomorrow, I feel that I need to take a break. Yes, can be anything, whatever you feel like, you can add it in. I want to laugh because. You want to laugh because I feel like. Because laughter is the best medicine. Fine, that can also be a reason. Today the class seems to be cheerful about the completion of their syllabus. Okay, so there can be various types of answers which you can give over here. Fine. Now the next which we have is give the words related to humorous. What are the words which can be related to humorous? We have funny, droll, hilarious, musing, comical, witty. So these are words. It's just like a word register. Yes, your word register where you write words related to the given word. So humorous is a word given here. Humorous is a word given over here, and we have written words related to it. Funny, droll, hilarious, amusing, comical, witty. Fine. Now let's go to the poem, The Height of the Ridiculous. First, we'll finish reading the poem and then I'll explain to you. I wrote some lines once on a time in wondrous merry mood, and thought as usual men would say they were exceeding good. They were so cure, so very cure, I laughed as I would die, albeit in the general way a sober man am I. I called my servant and he came. How kind it was of him to mind a slender man like me, he of the might limb. These to the printer I exclaimed, and in my humorous way, I added as a trifling jest, there'll be the devil to pay. He took the paper and I watched and saw him peep within. At the first line he read, his face was all upon the grin. He read the next, the grin grew broad and shot from ear to ear. He read the third, a chuckling noise, and now began to hear. The fourth he broke into a roar, the fifth his waistband split, the sixth he burst 5 buttons and tumbled in a fit. 10 days and nights with sleepless eye I watched that wretched man, and since I never dare to write as funny as I can. So this was written by Oliver Wendell Holmes. Okay, now we have read the poem. Let's see what the poem is going to tell us. Let's see what the meaning of the poem is. Okay, now let's see what the poem tells us. First, we'll see the first stanza. I wrote some lines once on a time in wondrous merry mood, and thought as usual men would say they were exceeding good. So the poet is telling us that once he thought that he thought of writing some lines, and he was in a wondrous merry mood. He was in a happy mood. Yes, and he thought that whatever he would write, people would appreciate it. Yes, as usual men would say they were exceeding good. They would appreciate whatever he had written. They were so cure, so very cure, I laughed as I would die, albeit in the general way a sober man am I. Okay, so he's telling that whatever lines he had written, they were so strange, very strange. Here means strange. So it was so strange in the sense it was very funny. I laughed as I would die. So you would say it was so funny that I would die of laughter. Albeit in the general way, a sober man am I. So he's telling, though in a general way, I am a sober man, yes, a serious man who takes things seriously. Though being a serious man, I have written these strange lines, these funny lines, which would make people die of laughter. Okay, so then let's see what happens. I called my servant and he came. How kind it was of him to mind a slender man like me, he of the might limb. Okay, so after he finished writing his lines, he called his servant and he came. How kind of it was of him. He's telling his old servant is a very kind man and who obeys him, and to mind a slender man like me, he of the might limb. Okay, so he's very kind. The servant is very kind, who is to mind a slender man. Slender means a thin man. He's talking about himself. He is a thin man, whereas the servant is of might limb. He's very strong. Okay, so there would be strong reactions from the servant as well. To mind a slender man like me, he of the might limb. So he's telling that after he has finished writing the lines which he thinks that people would appreciate it, would say that they are exceeding good, and he's telling though he is he's a very serious person who takes things seriously, he has written such pure, such strange, such funny lines, and it would make people laugh. I laughed as I would die means he would laugh to to death. Okay, and he's calling his servant, and the servant is obeying him to help him, and he's telling that he is a slim man, whereas the servant is a strong one. Next, these to the printer I exclaimed, and in my humorous way I added, as a trifling jest, they'll be the devil to pay. So what is this stanza telling us? Let's see. Okay, so he's over here. He has handed over the papers to his servant, and he's telling him to go and get the print of it. And he's telling that he has just added a touch of humor over there, and he's also sure that there would be strong reactions to the lines which he had written. There will be the devil to pay means strong reactions he will get. Okay, next, he took the paper and I watched and saw him peep within. At the first line he read, his face was all upon the grin. So the servant has taken the paper and he watched and he is reading and saw him peep within. So, and I watched and saw him peep within means the poet has seen the servant peep within means reading those lines. So when the servant read the first line, his face was all upon a grin. So he was smiling, a big grin was there on his face. Means he found something funny in that. He read the next, the grin grew broad and shot from ear to ear. He read the third, a chuckling noise, and now began to hear. So the servant took the paper, and as he's reading, he is also telling the first line he read, he had a grin on his face. The second line he read, the grin grew broader. Yes, it was broad, which shot from ear to ear means it is some type of exaggeration given over here. That shot from ear to ear means you don't grin the way at like your it will be from your left ear to the right ear. No, it's just an exaggeration over here. So means he was grinning broadly. He read the third, a chuckling noise, and now began to hear. So after he has read the third line, the poet can hear the chuckling, the small giggles which he's giving. He can hear the noise, that chuckling noise of the servant. Okay, next. The fourth he broke into a roar. The fifth his waistband split. The sixth he burst 5 buttons and tumbled in a fit. Okay, so we are telling the fourth he broke into a roar means when he was reading the fourth line, he was just started roaring, means he was laughing. And the fifth his waistband split means when he read the fifth line, he laughed so hard that his waistband had split. And then the next line, the sixth line, he burst 5 buttons. Okay, so the 5 buttons of his shirts were broken, was burst, and he was tumbling in a fit, means he was in a roar of laughter. He was laughing like, a mad person, as if he had read something funny, something humorous, which where he could not control his laughter. Yes, tumbled in a fit means he could not, the way he was laughing, he could not control, and because of the lines which the poet has written. 10 days and nights with sleepless eye, I watched that wretched man, and since I never dare to write as funny as I can. So here he's telling that he could see that servant 10 days and nights with sleepless eye. Means he was, I saw that wretched man. Wretched means a person who is in a very bad condition. Okay. And the condition means who is in a helpless condition. Because this servant was in a helpless condition. Why was he in a helpless condition? Because of the lines of the poem, the lines the poet has jotted down. So for 10 days and nights with sleepless eye. So where it is not the eye which is sleepless, it is the servant who is sleepless. So the figure of speech over here is transferred epithet. I watched that wretched man. So he watched, the poet has watched this wretched man, and then he had told to himself that I will never write something as funny as what I have written, because he could see the servant who was out of control. Yes, his laughter was out of control. He could not control his laughter. Yes, so there's an exaggeration over here. 10 days and nights. So with sleepless eye, this servant was helpless because of his condition, the way, the lines which he had read, which was very humorous. And the poet is also telling that he has thought that I will never dare, he has thought that he was never going to write as funny as he could. Yes, he can. So over there he promises to himself that henceforth he's not going to write anything funny. So he is telling the height of the ridiculous, means ridiculous means too funny to believe. Yes, so that is the poem. The height of the ridiculous means too funny to believe. So Jenny, that is something. There is a limit for something where you, something funny which you can believe. So in through this poem, the poet is telling us the line about the lines which he has written, and after his servant has read what he has written and the condition through which he had gone, and ultimately the poet has decided not to write anything as funny as he could have written. Fine. So that is the poem, simple poem. Yes, it's a very easy poem, and I hope you would have understood. Let's go ahead with our workshop. Order of sequence, arrange the following poem. Order of sequence, arrange the following reactions in their proper order as per the poem. Okay, so we have over here his waistband split, the grin grew broad, sleepless eye was all upon the grin, he broke into a roar, he burst 5 buttons off. It is buttons off. Okay, it's given wrong over here. 5 buttons off. Let's see how the sequence goes. Okay, so here we have the first one will be the D was all upon the grin. So I have given, as I've already instructed you how are we going to write. We have see over here the alphabet given to the first sentence is D, so I have put a D over here, right? The second sentence, the grin grew broad. See the alphabet given over here, B, so I have given B over here. So accordingly, whatever the sequence is, you have to give the number, the alphabet or the number, whatever it is given. Okay, so the third one is he broke into a road. Fourth one is the A sentence, his waistband split. The next one is he burst 5 buttons off, and the last one is sleepless eye. So that is how we have arranged these reactions in the poem as per given in the poem extract. Fine. Next, match the lines with the figures of speech given here. So we have 7 statements given over here, and we'll just find out what the figures of speech over here means. The first one, in wondrous merry mood. Yes, wondrous merry mood. So the figure of speech over here is tautology, because the word wondrous and merry means the same. Tautology means similar words, words with similar meaning is there in the same sentence. So it is tautology. Next one, they were so cure, so very cure. So over here it is repetition, because the word cure is repeated for better poetic effect. And saw him peep within. Here again we have tautology because the word saw means you're looking at something, and the word peep also means you're looking at something. So two words with the same meaning, saw and peep, given over here. So it is tautology. Next one, the grin grew broad. Yes, the grin grew broad. We have alliteration because the sound of the letter G, yes, the sound of the letter G is repeated for better poetic effect. Fifth one, and shot from year to year. So this is an exaggeration, as I already told. It is hyperbole as well as repetition. Hyperbole because it is an exaggerated statement, and repetition because the word year is repeated. He broke into a roar. Yes, he broke into a roar is onomatopoeia sound. You get the sound over here. So roar is a sound over there. Yes, so that is why it is onomatopoeia. 10 days and nights with sleepless eye. It is transferred epithet. Yes, the adjective of being sleepless is being transferred. Yes, so it is being transferred from the person to the I. So it is transferred epithet. Okay, fine. Next, complete the lines of the poem by choosing proper pairs of rhyming words and make it meaningful. See, at the end of the poem, you have they have been given words which we have to fit in the blanks over here. So let's see what it will be. We returned home late one night. In the window there glowed a light. Yes. So rhyming words, yes, pairs of rhyming words. So we have to rhyme it over here. Burglars, it was our very first thought. For defense, sticks and stones we sought. Let's grab the loot and run was uttered soft by someone. The door we softly unlocked, and then we were truly shocked. Oops, before outside we'd gone, the television had been left on. Yes, so this is also a funny poem over here. Yes, we returned home late one night. In the window there glowed a light. Burglars, it was our very first thought. For defense, sticks and stones we sought. Let's grab the loot and run was uttered soft by someone. The door we softly unlocked, and then we were truly shocked. Oops, before outside we'd gone, the television had been left on. Okay, so that is how we have completed this, and there's a homework for you. Find out expressions from the poem that indicate funny moments. I laughed as I would die. Yes, waistband split, bursting of those 5 buttons. There are so many where you can, those funny moments can be seen. You just have to write down the expressions from the poem. This is one. And the next one is form pairs and find out the various rhyming words in the poem and 2 of your own. Complete the following table. Yes, so we have over year and EAR year, and from the poem we have HEAR year. Yes, so more of your own you can write. So similarly you have to write find rhyming words from the poem, and more of your other than, in the third column you'll write other than, which are not there in the poem but the rhyming words. I hope this is clear to you and you have understood the poem. Okay children, The Height of the Ridiculous by Oliver Wendell Holmes. I hope you have understood, and complete the homework which has been given to you children, and we'll be meeting in our next session again with a new lesson. Till then, stay safe, have a good day. Sai Ram children.